Hello. Hi, Uncover the News, and whoever else is watching, hello, thank you for joining me. Just finished watching Roger Rabbit. Watching it, you can see hints that Judge Doom is a tune before the reveal, I suppose. Yeah. I hope everyone's had a good couple of days. And
you've done so well.
Hi, Melinda Dutcher. Hang on. Total failure. Trump quits blog over low readership. Trump's blog. He's quit over low readership. Interesting. Hi, Nasty Woman Tarot. Sharon. Hi, Beverly Spencer. Hi, Apple. Melinda Ducha. Grandma D. Greetings from Canada. I am on YouTube today. I'm not quite sure how to send an invite. I have to look into how to send an invite. Hi, Clarence Field. Hi, Robin Arvin. 40 years of the AIDS epidemic. Yep. I was doing some reading on the Tulsa race massacre, and oh wow, what a just it was just awful. Don McGahn testimony today, Judicial Committee. Will he tell the truth? Will McGahn. Is that like Thursday your time, like tomorrow your time? Apple? Truth. Yes, the Melbourne lockdown has been extended over for another 7 days. Oh, sweetie.
Yeah, baby.
Before you go, can I have another cup?
Sure. Oh, no. This
Will Trump suffer any consequences from threatening witnesses?
That's strong.
Not really. Yeah, oh, that's an interesting question, because I have a question here, because the new government in Israel, there's the two leaders that I mentioned the other day, but it's made up of 8 parties. Well, that's an interesting question. Melinda says, hello, hubby, sweetheart.
Good morning, Melinda.
He said, good morning, Melinda.
Everything's going well with you guys.
And he said, I hope everything is going well. Well, Melinda, you can make Michelle Marbell very, very, very jealous, and because you can say, hubby asked me said good morning by name, and she'll be like green. Hi, Michelle Marbell. She's got the thing. Hi, Karen Harding. And yeah, Karen, Nasty Women Tarot. Sharon is in Canada and Lisa is in Kentucky. I think are you in Vancouver, Sharon? Not sure. Boo. Yeah. Anyway, so somebody asked the other day, and I just got, hi Marie Sutton. Will the MAGA crowd try to do stuff on 4th of July? Going to have a look at that. Trump is now going around saying that he's going to be inaugurated as president again in August. Fox News, is it going down? Yes, Sheila Celtic Carrot, she is live at the moment, watching with like Danny, Bathrobe Danny, David from Moonride, Right Colour with Jeffrey, Scott from Spiritual Essence, and a couple of others. I popped in for a few minutes and she was asking them some pretty putting them on the spot questions. So yes, she's on with a lot of men. All wonderful, wonderful readers, by the way. Now, also, now an Iranian oil refinery and their largest warship have both caught fire in the Gulf of Oman. Well, the warship was in the Gulf of Oman. Are they connected? I'm going to have a look at June for Donald Trump. Now, I just saw a headline. Trump has quit his blog because of low readership. The other thing I have here is, will McGahn tell the truth? One of you guys asked that just a wee bit ago when he's giving his deposition or whatever it is he's doing. Hi, Sheila, inquisitive. You're welcome anytime. So I think we might get into it. Thank you. We might get into it a little bit. Just
Okay.
thanks again, sweetheart.
That'd be a weird. There you go. Okay, ladies are.
Your voice has quite an effect on some of my viewers. Your voice has quite an effect on some of my subscribers. And that has an effect on me too. So, my darlings, I think we should get into it. Busted. Oh, interesting. Trump met with the CEO who helped organise the Patriot caravans to the Capitol riot. Wow, that's interesting. Will Trump be linked? Will Trump be legally linked? In other words, criminally. We'll go criminally. I've got legally. Criminally linked to the 216. Oh, my pen's running out. Every time I get a new pen out, somebody steals it, and I end up having to use an old pen. It doesn't work as well. Or a pencil. And I don't have sharpeners for. So I don't know why I bought pencils if I don't have sharpeners. But, you know. Wow, Democrat announces plan to hold a public hearing on January 6th domestic terror attack on the Capitol. Excellent. What will come of the public hearing? M16 public hearing. George P. Bush. Jeb Bush's son is running for the Attorney General of Texas. Wow. George P. Bush. AG of Texas. Will he get there? You know, I think he'll do a hell of a lot better, you know. Okay, right. So let's get into it. It's Cameo. Okay. The Trump Justice Department secretly seized phone records of 4 New York Times reporters spanning nearly 4 months. Yeah, that sounds about right. So let's get into it. Marga and the like. That includes the Oath Keepers and QAnoners and Proud Boys. Are they going to cause trouble on the 4th of July? I'm just going to very quickly go through the deck because this deck, I don't normally have reversals in it, but quite a few came out the other day. So just going to quickly go through it and take care of any reversals. Get it in there. It happens sometimes when you use the deck a bit. And sometimes when you're a bit careless about putting cards back in. Good opportunity to mix them up a bit too. Do this with every deck, at least I try to. Every now and then go through, divide them up into pile, and then yeah, I'm going to have a look at that. They're going to try again. Oh, what a shame for the horses' owners. You know what? I don't think that it's a microwave weapon. People are saying it is. But it doesn't really make sense to me, some of the things. I think it's an infrasound. So, but yeah, I'll have a read on whether Putin's going to try it. Attack Biden. I think it's infrasound, not microwave. But it's got, they can have some similarities, but yeah, but I do feel like it's infrasound. But then maybe not. Infrasound can cause other things as well that haven't been, so it could be a mix. I do feel there's infrasound in some of these things as well. But anyway, that's just not like a intuitive feeling. That's just what I know of infrasound and stuff and some of the effects it can have. But yeah. So if I don't think that the authorities would say it's microwave without at least some proof of that, but I do feel that maybe there's some infrasound mixed in with that as well. Okay, so let's go back. MAGA, 4th of July. And well, I'm including Oath Keepers, QAnon people, Proud Boys, all those lot in when I say MAGA, okay? So to me, they all make up the MAGA crowd. So are they going to try and cause problems? Are they going to? The lovers, there's some talking about it. Pacts. Deals being made. Oh, there's definitely a tower here. And both the lovers and the tower are a high impact. They want to bring about a certain thing. Maybe this is why Trump is saying he'll be inaugurated in August. Queen of Swords ending up before a judge. We got the Ace of Pentacles. They welcome anyone who can bring resources. But mistake. The gap in the hedge. They've certainly got things planned. Here's undercover. You know, there are some people in there who are there to stop these people. They put their lives on hold. They often lose years with their families, or to go into these organisations and get what's needed to stop them. This is the Fool stepping off with the leap of faith. I do still think there might be some skirmishes. The Devil. Yeah, look, they're definitely planning something big. Is it going to happen? You know, they're definitely planning something that's going to cause a real catastrophic change. They're planning it. Again, repeated mistakes, repeated actions. Seven of Pentacles consequence card. Look, there's definitely plans for them. And some of them might happen, but not to the extent they thought they would. But, wow, there could be one really significant event. But I do feel a lot of them won't happen. All right, okay. Good news here on top of the Tower. it's the Queen of Swords, which is judges and the devil, and then justice. You know, I do feel that there may be one event that has quite a higher impact, but most of them, they might be a lot smaller than they think, or not get off the ground as at all, because of people who give up huge chunks of their lives to go in there and find what they need to put these organisations away. Donald Trump Jr. better not go anywhere near my cat. Hi, Debbie Kay. What they have planned is the planning started on the 4th of July. It's like their new Independence Day, with the aim of getting Trump back in the White House in August. Basically coups. There's going to be some damage done by these people, but a lot of it's going to be stopped in its tracks. Hi, Mary Fanoof. Hi, Debbie Kay. I'm reading on the 4th of July and the Marga Grout, which I include all, like, pretty much everyone who was represented at 1-6. They are going to meet justice and judgment with the Queen of Swords, but, you know, there could be, they are planning something big and something destructive, and there could be at least one event that's quite bad. Hopefully I'm wrong on that. But there are people inside who, you know, have been there for years with the specific aim of bringing down a lot of these groups. So there's going to be stuff that doesn't happen because of these people, but there's still Hi, Linda B. Hi, Cartomancy. Hi, Judy Valley. They could try for the White House. You know how they want to get into the Capitol and everything? They could try for the White House this time. They know the Capitol won't happen again. Hope I'm wrong there. Here's an old man screaming at a cloud. That's true. But unfortunately, he's got a lot of... Thanks. Hi to everyone who's watching as well, who isn't in the comment. I always really appreciate that you guys join in and watch as well. Will there be another... Will it be another ugly riot? I do think that there could be at least one, possibly a couple more, but one really big, yeah, and one really significant ugly riot, yeah. But there's other things that were planned that don't happen. There's hope, yeah. I accidentally drew that off the bottom. Doesn't matter that it was accident, it's the next card I drew. And then there's temperance here, yeah. Things being, you know, tempered down because of emotional news. But I'll tell you what, this last row is mix of good and bad. It's definitely going to be something, but they will end up in front of a judge. Justice will be done, and people are going to be really surprised. I think if they do go for the White House, it's just going to be one too many, one thing too much with these people. Yeah, Clarence, I just pretty well answered that. Some will be stopped before they even get a chance to start, but there's going to be a couple of events that, yeah, and I hope I'm wrong. There's still time to stop things. And this is just reading the energy at this time, a month out. They've got some big plans in the works. Oh, will they bring guns and other weapons next time? Hi, Ron at Unconditional Love Tarot. Hi, Pamela Bryant. There's no doubt they would like to, but no. They can't get around the things that will be put in place in Washington over the 4th of July celebration. You can never discount such a horrible possibility. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe that's yes. Yeah, there's a possibility they will, but it's going to be, yeah, I don't think they'll be able to bring as many as they want. Hi, Sherry Bryant. I am having a good day, thank you. Wow. An oath keeper, John Schaffer, has flipped, and he's going to need to be in witness protection. I'd be getting a lot of the tats lasered off, buddy. They do. They do. So they'll try. They might even succeed in getting some smaller things, but yeah. But even if they don't get weapons in there, you know, and they do manage to get where they want to go, it's still a major impact thing. Yes, they are fighting for statehood. Hello, M. Steve 00. Welcome. And thank you, Sharon Sight, for putting him onto it. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for coming and checking me out. I hope you have I hope you enjoy what I offer. So, now, next question. Trump in August. Is this all just pie in the sky bullshit that he's going to be inaugurated in August? Is this just a big lie? Nine of Pentacles, yes. Justice, yeah, maybe, yep. But I'll count that as a yes. Page of Cups is a yes. The Hangman, he's trying to fool people into thinking it. He's anxiety, he's trying to cause anxiety, unease and unrest. No, it is total bull dust. And in fact, this continued talk is really starting to piss a lot of people off. In fact, this is probably getting towards that point of no return for him, where he's, yeah, it's like people writing out and saying emissary to the king. It's just not going to happen. There's a lot of high impact card. This particular 30 is, we've got the Hangman here, which means pause, suspension of belief. It can mean changing perspectives. The Emperor, the rule of law, the unshakable fact of your constitution. We've got justice. This is going to add to Trump's legal burdens. This is a turning point in his downfall. Him coming out with that. Happy Pride Day, Clarence. It's a wonderful day. As you've probably seen from me, I don't think about a person's sexuality, and if I make a mistake like I did with somebody a couple of weeks ago, and just I'm a heterosexual woman, so to me it's just, you know, men and women together, but it's just, that's my first assumption. But you know what, if somebody says, oh no, you've got to change that from man or woman to, you know, the other way around, it's like, oh, okay, no problem. The same things still apply. And it's, you know, I look at the person I see and what I see in them, you know, and however they identify themselves, or, you know, what their preferences are, it never enters my mind, because I take people as I see them, and you know, it's just like cool, no problem. But yeah, I've been stick my foot in it, and more than once, because I just don't think about that. That was your love woman, Sharon. Yeah, your love reading, Sharon. Yeah, and but it's not the first time. I just, you know, because it's not something I think about. I will make an assumption, but you know, that's just I don't think to ask first. But it doesn't matter if when you're looking for love, the same things still apply. And yeah, I should say they. It's just yeah, but it's not the first time. I had a good friend when I was younger over in North Queensland, and I'd known him for like a year or more. Just never occurred to me that he was gay. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. It's just like it's not something I think about. It's just that's just part of a person, but I don't think about it as making that person any different in the way I see them. You know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, I have been known to assume. It bothers me a little bit that, you know, I shouldn't make those things, but it's like, yeah, to me, that is their business, and it's like, doesn't change how I see that person. It's part of what makes them who they are. And if I like who they are, and even if I don't like who they are, that's not going to change because of, you know, one aspect of them. Anyway, let's get on with it. Fox News, are they going down? Let's see. Oh, there's some stuff. Autonomy. High Priestess. Past actions. There's definitely going to be some changes and some more exposure. We've got 3 high impact cards. High Priestess, Death, and the Sun here. I said, are they going down? I think they could be in the end. I still get the feeling that in the end they're going to lose their broadcast license. It's still going to take a while. Unless they make real changes, they have to make real changes. So if they make these changes that are needed, this is Murdoch's agenda and everything, they have to make real changes on that for them to be okay and come out of this. But if they don't make those changes, they're going to lose their broadcast license. That's the only hope they have. Yeah, or have it suspended. I think they could even have it suspended for a while. Hi, Wild Heart. Hi, Edna May. Linda Sandoval, hello. Sanjeen Gulad, hello. Hi, Greta. Hello to everyone who's watching and everyone who's watching later. Again, thank you so much for pressing on the videos who watch it. I do really appreciate that you take the time to And if you are watching later, please click the thumbs up. So what have I got next? Ah, the oil refinery and the ship. The oil refinery in Iran and Iran's biggest warship catching both caught fire. The warship in the Gulf and, of course, at the side of the refinery. Are they linked? And if so, who's behind it? Will there be worse cyber attacks? There's going to be more cyber attacks. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Uncover the news. But it will get better. But yeah, there's going to be some more. Thanks, Pamela Bryant. Hi, Moonchild. Are these connected? Yeah, they are. And it's, unfortunately, it's going to be the start of these types of events for them. This is the bottom level. Things are going to step up against them. Got the Six of Swords there, transitioning into one. They're taking out a major defensive weapon in that warship has been taken out. And two, targeting that refinery is going to make it harder. Yeah, it's first in a step of making destabilizing and increasing insecurity in Iran, especially with one of the things they have that they can use, which is oil. It's trying to get them to basically back down and surrender and say, "Oh, we're sorry, we're sorry." Yeah, was definitely a mercenary attack with an aim to basically get one over on them. They are connected. Attempt to destabilize their resources. And this is energy as well, with the oil and the warship, of course. Their institutions, their defense institutions. It was definitely done by mercenaries, but at whose behest? Could be Israel. It's not the first time they would have gone underhanded to do something, not direct, but get somebody else to do it. Hi, 171 sign in. How's your cat? How's your cat palace going? Those who don't know, 171 sign in has built a special facility for cats, and so they can have a safe place to be and grow old. And hi, Bo Smith. And I think it's just absolutely wonderful that they've done that. That's not you. Who is it? That's not you. Oh God, who is it then? Somebody tell me who did the cat thing, the cat palace. I thought it was, oh, it's Human Generic. That's who's done that. Human Generic has done that, yeah. So hi Mims. So sorry, so 171 is soaking up the love of that. It's Human Generic who's done that, but yeah. Hi Patty Palmer. You just subscribed. Thank you very much. I hope you really enjoy what I can offer you. There's lots of old videos, mystery tours and other things which I've got to do some more of. So I hope you enjoy what I offer you on my channel. Okay, let's get on to the next thing. Yeah, they are June for Trump. Let's have a look at what June holds for Trump. We'll go week by week. So just have a look. Just have to have a look at how many rows I've got to put down. So just bring up the. So this week, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 rows. Or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 rows. Okay, right. This next week. So this is Wednesday to Wednesday, basically. Hi, J-Lo. Do I do personal readings, Bo Smith? Yes, I do. You can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. I'll put that in now. And I can give you the information about how much how to pay and the formats that reading can be done in. Hang on. There's my tarot@gmail.com. I think that's spelled correctly. Footprint Tarot is all one word. So there. Let's see. Oh yeah, Trump for June. 4 lines. What's going to be on his mind this week? 4. What's in his environment? What the contributing factors are going to be? this next week, top line is state of mind. Second line is in the environment. Third line is contributing factors. Gaslighting, he's going to continue to try and gaslight, and what he feels is like confusing the issue. But basically, he's going to continue to try and lie and feed people a line of bull. Don't know how to use Gmail yet. Well, if you've got your own email, just use that address and it'll go through. You know, so, and setting up an account is fairly simple, Patty. If you've already got an email account, just send me an email from that. Second, in his environment this coming week, it's burdens. A lot of things are going to be coming at him this week. Okay. You can put a question in all caps, thanks. So, Steve, I don't know if I got your question. So if you want to ask it again, I'll certainly write it down. Okay, so lots of burdens. He's going to be feeling a lot of things, like things are crashing in on him around his environment this coming week. Contributing factor to that, got the 10 of Cups. Now, quite often this is the Republican Party for me because of the rainbow. Rainbows are facades or they're illusions. But this, I think, is family. This is the investigation into his family. And that comes up again later in the month. So yeah, no, I'm sorry, M. Steve, I didn't see your question, but if you want to post it again, I'll write it down. Okay. So the next week, which is next Thursday, starting next Thursday, on his mind, abuse of power. He's going to be thinking how he can urge people on, how he can use his position to get what he wants. If anyone else knows what question M. Steve asked, can you write it down, please? But in his environment for week 2 from here is lies, deception, hidden things having a light shone on them. You see this? It's got 2 spotlights shining up on the moon. Yeah, what was the question? Sorry. How to ask a question? I'm a bit confused. Okay. And contributing factor to this is news coming out about theft in many forms. Tax returns, insurance fraud, devaluing of assets and inflation of assets. Okay. Am I taking? No. I do. I charge for personal readings, so I don't do personal readings on here. But But what happens is, if you want a personal reading, is are you on Facebook, Patty Palmer? If you're not sure how to do the email, but if you're on Facebook, hi Crazy Cat Lady, and go in and do a search for Chrissey at Facebook. Not Chrissey at Facebook. My Facebook is Chrissey at Footprint. Okay. We can PM there, like private message, which means it's just between you and me. Hi, Colleen Douglas. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Now we're looking at Trump in June. The third week in June. Okay. His state of mind is he's determined to recover what he sees as the right balance. He sees no need for restraint. Now, temperance is about restraint as well, but it's also about restoring the balance. And all he thinks is the balance of power should be with him, and he's determined to do that. Now, he's going to be determined to do that. It's going to be on his mind a lot in that week. But in the environment is his family and Trump org, and that's not going to let what he wants happen. Trump org is going to come up again, and the family legacy. Now, contributing factors here, Four of Pentacles. Things that have been kept hidden are going to come out, and he's going to be in a very, very insecure position. Okay. What's going on in Maryland, guys? Or in Pennsylvania? What's going on? Political perspective. We're in the muck in the present. We are in, where are we in 10 years? This is all just history. Okay, thanks, M. Steve. I'll have a look. 10 years out. I'll see what I can find with that. The state of Arizona are considering another audit on the same ballot. Visiting the auditorium. They're not going to be allowed to. I'm telling you that right now, they're not going to be allowed to, because the chain of custody has been broken and the integrity of the ballots. So in a court of law, any results from any audit, including this one, are going to be declared null and void. That's just really firmly gone through my head. Okay. Now, the last week of June for Donald Trump, he's like on his mind, wanting to move forward, wanting to move forward, wanting to move forward, setting things into motion, momentum, momentum, momentum. Okay. But also, he doesn't realise it, but he's in danger of his chariot coming to a crashing halt. In the environment is abandonment, people leaving him, people saying, this is too much, I've had enough. Now, this is there's a bit of a hint at this with low readership on his blog. Contributing factor, changed perspectives. Things are going to come out in June. Now, I did a reading a few weeks back and I asked, is Trump's downfall going to start in June? And it came out as yes, and I cannot see anything in this that changes my mind on that. There could even be changes of the suspension. Yeah, something like that. The chariot being Trump org, I think it's out of control. He's got, and he'll be worrying about that. But people are turning as more and more things come out. And I also feel like this could be a freeze of assets. But there's also a change of perspective in people. People abandoning him, and the contributing factor is a change of perspective. Yeah, his blog shut down. My community page or my about page should have the link to my Facebook in it. Yeah. Hi, Joji. What happens in the first week of July? I'm just going to follow up with that first week of July, which includes the 4th of July weekend, I think, which is a Saturday, isn't it? The 4th? It's a Sunday. The 4th of July weekend, that first week of July. What's in store for Trump there? Will Trump be in jail? Interesting. Okay, first we'll go. Will Trump be in jail? 9 of Wands. He's certainly going to be embattled. Trying to keep out of jail, I think. King of Pentacles, that's a yes. Page of Pentacles. He's certainly going to be in custody at some stage. It's going to happen quite quickly. Seven of Pentacles, which is a reap what you sow card. And the Ace of Swords, which is yes. Big yes there. It's going to be over the Trump org. It could possibly be. They've got that special grand jury. I just got, he might be put into custody or at least indicted. And that could spark some of these incidences on the weekend of the 4th of July. Hi, Mims. Thank you very much for putting the link there, Mims. Thank you. I'm a bit shocking at keeping up on my Facebook, but, you know. Let's have a look at what the first week of July holds for Trump. Might use a different deck on that, just for some fresh energy. In fact, I might open a newer deck. Oh, a deck that I haven't used in a while. Hang on just a couple of minutes, guys, while I go and get the deck. Llewellyn deck, I think. This is the Llewellyn Tarot. So let's have a look here. I visited Philadelphia when I was over on a trip a few years back. It was just a day trip. We went to Philadelphia and out to Lancaster County. We were staying in New York. Beautiful city, beautiful city. It was in that big shopping centre, well, I suppose you'd call it a mall, or whatever, that big shopping centre in the heart, beautiful old building. Yeah, we saw the Liberty Bell. We went to the Betsy Ross house. We went to the Senate building and everything. I'm not going to. I've looked up Philly cheesesteaks because I was curious as to what they were, and they look like a sort of a sandwich or a roll or something, or a wrap or something, and it's got steak in it, cut up, or shredded steak in it with that cheese, stringy cheese or something. That really bright yellow stuff. Yeah, a hoagie. Isn't hoagie a sandwich or something? Anyway, the steak sounds definite. Everything sounds really nice with that, except the cheese. I prefer like grated or sliced cheese. Yeah, I love my cheese, but I don't know about that stuff. Anyway, but you know, I didn't get the chance to try one. I didn't even think about it. I'd never heard of a Philly cheesesteak before, you know. So I'm willing to keep an open mind. Anyway, Oh, first week of July. Fried green peppers and onions. Yeah. That does sound nice. As long as I don't have to have that yellowy cheese. You can choose your cheese. Well, there you go. Cheddar, provolone, or Swiss with peppers and onions. Yeah. Okay. I love cheddar. Trump in God to the highest truth and compassion. Again, to become grounds of reading. July. Trump. I'm not looking at the cards as I'm doing a 7-card overview here. Ooh. He is going to be embattled. He's going to be embattled. And the influences around him at the time is the Empress, those who look after, those who care. And there's also an abundance of, it could be an abundance of proof or evidence. I'm going to go with evidence. Over in the air above him for this reading is abuse of power, the 5 of Swords. Okay. So he's going to be embattled because of an abundance of evidence held by those who care. He's about his abuse of power and his abuse of where he is. His immediate future, Queen of Pentacles, resources. Or he could find his resources are suddenly endangered there. And underneath all this is the Queen of Cups. Smothering. One of the things about the Queen of Cups reversed is like the smothering, the mother who can't quite just let you get on. They've got to interfere. They've got to always have their hand on whatever you're doing, a hand in what, or they're saying whatever you're doing. He couldn't quite do that with Trump, or even after he signed it over. He kept interfering. He was like the smothering queen. Now, what is the result of past actions? It's going to show his betrayal, heartbreak, his betrayal of, so many people. There's also going to be something here. I do feel there's something political there as well, because he couldn't leave it alone. He was secretly doing things with Trump org. The next step for him in the first week of July, Keeper of the World, is temperance. He really is going to need to be restrained, but I don't think this guy knows how to do that. There will be a need for him to show restraint, but he's not going to. He's going to try and upset the balance, but he's also going to find himself, I think, restrain himself, or at least I'm going to explore the Queen of Pentacles and Temperance a bit more. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, resources, the Ten of Pentacles, Trump org, family money. The inauguration stuff is gonna. Seven of Swords. Basically, Trump org was paid a lot of money. Basically, it was theft because of the way it was done. Ooh, Six of Swords, a really turbulent time ahead. Oh, yeah, the inauguration thing's going to pop up. The next step for Trump, Nine of Pentacles, autonomy. But honestly, the fruits of the harvest, this woman is enjoying what she sees as the fruits of her harvest, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting here's that Four of Pentacles again, insecurity. Three of Wands, consequences. Yeah, the first week of July is not looking good for Trump. I think that's when he's going to start feeling the consequences of things. Could even be like when indictment starts coming in. He can't be arrested without an indictment. So if indictments haven't been issued before his trip to North Carolina or this here, or sorry, they can't arrest him. I'm going to ask the question, will indictments start being issued or handed down in July? Hello to everyone who's watching. Hello to those who are not in the chat as well and who are watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate that. And hello to everyone who'll be watching later. I really do appreciate it. Will indictment start in July? Ooh, Seven of Wands, defending himself. Five of Swords, abuse. Page of Swords, disappointment. Knight of Swords, that's a yes. Ten of Swords, that's a no. Page of Cups, that's a yes. He's going to be disappointed by the surprising news. Four of Cups, that's a no. It's a no, 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 no. 4, 5. King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Oh, yeah, I think there might be indictments starting here. He's been battled again. Ace of Swords there, yeah, that's a big one. Yep, tipping point. That's where they're going to start. July. You're going to start seeing the indictments handed down in July. Could be earlier, but I think it's going to take. Now, there was a question about I have to cross out the things I've looked at. Okay, just give me a minute here. Again, tell the truth. Will the new government in Israel work? It's made up of 8 parties with 2 leaders. One's quite a centrist and the other no. Steve, no. There are independent people out there who have no opinion on Trump either way. Okay. Will the government, the new Israeli government work? Firm leadership is required. There's going to have to be firm boundaries set. 7 of Swords, that's a no, but 3 of Wands, that's a yes. And it came about because of all these accusations and allegations against Netanyahu. So that's a yes. So this is a consequence of this. It was felt it was needed. 8 of Cups is a no. Oh. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to strive for a more balanced view. But it's going to be a real juggle. I do think it's going to hang in there for a while, but ultimately it's just too many different parties, too many points of view, not being able to get the cohesion that's needed. But it's going to, be there for quite a while yet. It's going to hang in there for a while. But it is going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be, ultimately, it's going to fail because it's just too diverse. But it is going to succeed in bringing about some changes. But ultimately, it's just but it's going to last for long enough to make some real changes and for set some new boundaries. But it's going to be a lot of hard work. It might even bring in a period of respite in that area for a bit because of they're having to really concentrate on working together. I like Beau of the fifth column. He's pretty cool, isn't he? He's here's another lesson to me, not to make assumptions on what I see, because I first saw him and I thought, oh, this guy, he's going to be a right-wing Trumpist, because he looks like it with his beard and his cap and everything. And I thought, oh, well, I'll hop on and see what garbage this man has to say. And I clicked on it and I was like, okay, Chris, give yourself a kick up the butt. You're wrong. He is extremely knowledgeable, well-spoken, and enjoyable to watch as well. And his messages are really good. Again, another, he spent his revenues on women's shelters. That is amazing. That is really good. Now, what's next in the list? He is a very good man, yes. Will McGahn tell the truth? Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yes. He's going to tell what he knows about Trump's abuses. He is aware of the consequences of lying to Congress. He doesn't want those consequences. Cups. He has spoken to them and he's basically said, I will tell the truth. If what I perceive to be if I don't know or I am not sure, I will tell my opinion, but say I am not sure on this. He's not going to, he won't bullshit. He will tell the truth. And a lot of things are going to come to light there. One of the reasons he left was because he didn't like what was going on. And he didn't want to be part of it. He had no reason not to tell the truth. And he will. Yeah, he was deep in with the Federalist Society, but not everyone who's in with the Federalist Society is a bad person. He has a lot to say. And, yeah, he had no reason not to tell the truth. And even at the time, from his actions at the time, you could see that, No, he left. He left because it's like, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. No, I'm not going to do this, you know, and oh, poor baby. Oh, I hope your sister's cat is at 18 years old. He's very, very old. All prayers out to Teresa Judy's sister's cat. Please send loving energy and healing energy to him. Oh, will Trump be linked, unequivocally linked to 1-6? I've got criminally linked, but linked to 1-6. And that means with the planning and temperance, yes. 4 of Pentacles, no, but he's really feeling insecure about it. 8 of Wands, yes, communication. I think this oath keeper being put in witness protection is going to be big on that. Yep, here's the mercenary talking. 6 of Cups, yes. Oh, yes, he is. Betrayal. The devil. DC are going to go after him. They're going to indict him. 7 of Cups. He's going to be indicted by DC. Washington, DC are going to indict him. To put someone from the Oath Keepers in witness protection is because they won't do that unless the person that they have evidence against is very powerful. It could be violence as well, but very powerful in this case. And police self-pardon. His self-pardon's not going to work. It won't work, especially as if it was never put down in writing. Oh, you know what? If Teresa Judy, if you do have to have that lovely Bubba put down, it'll be because it's the best for him, and he'll be in a better place if that has to happen, and he'll always be around. He's not quite ready to let go. He may be physically, but it's emotionally and spiritually. He won't be quite ready to let go, you guys. So don't be surprised if you do have to do that. If you think you see him and things. Hi, Moonchild. Oh, loving energy. Loving energy. Healing energy to you and your sister. Loving energy for this lovely little soul. Okay. Let's see. Let's go on. Oh, the Democrats. They're going to hold a public hearing by the looks of it. What's going to be the result of that? I do feel like the early part of July it's going to be, yeah. Bye, Linda B. The public hearing is going to bring about changes. Temperance. Consequences. Change perceptions. Out in the cold. Oof, oof, oof. This public hearing is going to result in a rough journey. What does this mean for Trump? Two of Cups, more people coming forward. The Emperor, the rule of law, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, things happening fast. Resolution, Nine of Cups. One, two, three, 4, 5. Wow, this public hearing is really going to, it's going to bring about, it's going to make questions about who helped plan. It's going to result in a lot of people turning away from Trump, waking up. Not the people who need to be. And it's going to, I'm going to ask the question, will this public hearing affect the Republican Party? What effect will it have on them? Let's have a look at that. That means everything that's tabled, every question that's asked, it's all going to be watching C-SPAN. Let's see if I can watch some of it too. What will public hearings mean for the Republican Party? Public hearings are 1-6. What's it going to mean for the Republican Party? Some of them are going to be shown for what they are, mercenaries, and they're going to need representation. Queen of Swords. It's going to result in subpoenas being called for to answer for your actions. 10 of Pentacles. It can be the end of a legacy, the end of Princess of Swords. People, they're going to be disappointed with the result. Here is people talking about planning again. The Hanged Man, change perceptions again. It's there again. The same things keep coming up. The Tower. I'm looking at what this means for the Republicans, the ones in power, the ones in office. Look at this, the Tower. It's going to be very destructive. Ace of Wands is going to be a new energy, and this new energy is going to be against them. 5 of Wands. Debate, change perceptions, debate. This is the 5 of Wands. Judgment. Here's the Judgment card again, and here's the Greedy Cups card, the Wish card, and here's the 8 of Wands again. Now I gave these cards a really good shuffle. Wow, it's not gonna be good for the Republicans. It's gonna spark internal debate within the party. and momentum within the party, there are going to be some people who are going to have no choice but to leave, but to resign. Yep. And it's going to, here they are again. We've got the death card again. We've got the temperance card again. We've got the Seven of Pentacles card again. I gave this deck a really good shuffle. You saw that. And unavoidable, irreversible changes for that party. Balance. There's going to be some people who will be gone, and it's going to, I think, maybe lead to, and other people are going to be tamped down, about held in restraint. There's going to be consequences. This is the Seven of Pentacles. For those who are interested, this is the Illuminati deck. Gorgeous deck. Very bright. It is actually going to lead to a bit of a rebalance within the Republican Party, these public hearings, because there are going to be people that are just going to have no choice but to go. Six of Swords, it's going to be really leading to tough waters for them. Some of them are going to be out in the cold. There's the out in the cold card again. The Hierophant, the institution. Amen. This is going to the perception and how far they have drifted from their core beliefs. It could mean that some of them will do that, but I've got no guarantees on that. Okay. What about Matt Gaetz? Too quiet on any charges coming. Oh, I haven't looked at that. Okay. First, we will have a quick look at it. Putin going to try and attack Biden with his little, maybe at the G7 or something. With microwave. Oh, there's certainly cause for anxiety, but that's a no card. Certainly, the thought of it is certainly causing anxiety. No, that would just be one stupidity too far. And they're awake to it. They're awake to it. Possibility of him wanting to cause trouble and all that. No. But yeah, they'll take precautions and they'll be justified in it. But it's they're certainly taking a lot of precautions with the G7. So okay, Steve, you asked 10 years out. Oh, I'll write down Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz. What do I see 10 years out? That's a long way in the future. So because we're looking so far ahead, what I think I might do is just go through, and I'm going to remove all the major arcana from this pack, and I'm just going to use them. Okay, so that's a long way in the future. Now, the 22 major arcana. Okay. And I'm going to do a 5-card spread. And the first card is going to be situation, then challenge, guidance, focus, and outcome. 10 years out. So I'm going to be drawing 5 cards from 22. Okay. Major arcana only, because this is 10 years out. I'm looking more at time. US, 10 years out. Okay. One. I haven't even looked at any yet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody take note of this, put it in an envelope. And I'm just going to shuffle the 5 around a bit. Okay, so the situation 10 years out in the US. Justice. The challenge 10 years out. Guidance for 10 years out. Focus for 10 years out, making changes. The outcome for 10 years out. Well, okay. Justice is really going to be one of the most important aspects of the society. And balanced. It's going to be much more balanced. And it's a journey. Now, the major arcana are all about the fool's journey. So in this case, this is America's journey. The challenge we've got is the hierophant. Institutionalized beliefs. There is still going to be those whose beliefs are out of the box, and I mean not in line with regular society, and that's fine, but some of them are still going to cause problems. And there's going to be some institutionalized problems are still going to be there and still need to be addressed. Okay, that's the challenge, the hierophant. The guidance is never give up on trying to attain a fair balance, but know when to hold back and know when to advance. So, and also have faith that the path that the country is on, and you see this path here, is going to lead to newer heights for the country, and this is leading to a sun, but there's no indication on whether the sun is rising or setting. So new starts. A setting sun leads into just the evening. A rising sun leads into the day. So it's daily effort. Okay? And it's not something that just happens. It's got work involved. So continue the work, continue the daily effort, and continue to strive for balance. And that's on both sides. Okay, there's going to be more of a balance. I do feel like 10 years out, this huge this huge partisanship thing is going to be a lot. It's going to be behind them, the absolute harsh partisanship in many instances, but there's still going to be some who cannot get over that belief. The focus in 10 years' time is going to be making some changes. Got the death card, but again, it's not a bad card. And this is changes that have to happen. They can't be avoided, and they're going to be irreversible, but they have to happen. And I do feel some of these changes is going to be racism, and there are going to be some irrefutable changes. Thank you, Laura Carson. I do appreciate your support. Thank you. It could be the end of a cycle as well. Yes, Mims, you're right. That is the thing. But it is the end of. I do feel like it's the final change towards that bipartisanism, because it's here. That cycle of that was started with us against them, and there's no meeting in the middle, is going to end. I do feel that's a focus. There's going to be a really big bang, an end to that cycle of this crap is going to be happening. And so there's still a few years to work through things. Okay? Things will start improving, in the next few years, but 10 years out, that change will have taken place. That change will have taken place 10 years out. And the potential outcome, steady leadership, steady reigns with the rule of law, clearer guidance. So all of the things that will take place in the next 10 years to make changes will be justified. It'll be seen to have been justified. There's always going to be some who want to challenge those in authority. There should always be some to challenge those in authority, but there's going to be some who do it in the wrong way, and that's always going to be a problem. It's never going to go away. But, yeah, there's going to be – America will have turned a corner by then. But there's still going to be institutionalized things that have to be addressed. That's still going to be a challenge 10 years out. Yeah, I do feel that most of the old GOP will be gone by then, yeah. So anyway, that's my reading for 10 years out, just using major arcana cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah. Will the old GOP be gone by then? Yeah, most of them. You know, there'll still be a couple of troublemakers. There always is, but sometimes they're needed, but not to the extent that they think they are. Okay, Matt Gaetz. He has been quiet, hasn't he? Ghost tarot for him. You know what, Mims? That is a very good point. Remind people what the Republicans used to stand for, what their... I always get drawn back. Of course, there's the time of Lincoln and the time where the Democratic Party, they were the ones who introduced Jim Crow laws and things like that, and where the Republicans were things. So, you know, but the Democrats grew out of that and changed, and because people wanted them to. And it's been said, if left to themselves, they won't change. They have to be shown, and even at the grassroots level, that how about reminded of what they were for. And I still think, for some reason, I always get drawn to Nelson Rockefeller here. I don't know much about him, the man. He could have been... I know he was a vice president. It's Gerald Ford, I think. But I just feel like they should go back and look at some of his speeches and some of his policies. I don't know why. I've seen him speaking a couple of times, and yeah, you know, Matt Gaetz. What's happening with Matt Gaetz? That's right, Nims. You've got to, not everyone who's affiliation is Republican is a crazy whack job. In fact, I would say probably about 80% of them are not. And you have to remember that. Matt Gaetz situation. Oh, the deck's upside down, so. Whoa! His situation, he's present. Offering, looking for an offer. Or waiting on news. He, you know what? He's very emotionally, this isn't an offer. This is news. He's very emotionally immature. This is the Page of Cups. It's a Page of Cups. Is it the Knight? Sorry, guys, just got to check something. No, this is the Page. Is it the Knight? This is the Page of Cups. Surprising news, and he's not handling it well. Any chance he had of resolving this issue is in the past. This is the World card. It can mean resolution and bringing things to its conclusion. Any chance he had of that is in the past. Three of Swords. His future is Three of Swords. He's going to feel betrayed, but sadness, loss, heartbreak for him. At the base of this, the reason for this, thank you, Renee D, and hello, welcome. The reason for this is he thinks he can win any case against him. But what is the outcome for him? The eventual outcome is ruin. Thank you, Sean Muller. And hello, welcome. Matt Gaetz. It's not looking good for Matt Gaetz. Do they really? Is that Karen Harnage has made a comment that apparently, according to some stories, 1 in 5 Americans believe in QAnon's conspiracies. Now, I don't know why, but every time I see that comment, I think, no, that's not the case. So I'm going to explore that. Do 20% of Americans really believe? How many What's your population? It's 360 million or something like that, is it? Or 345 million? Three, 4, 5, 0, 0, 0. Multiplied by 0.2. Do 69 million people really believe QAnon conspiracies? Do 69 million people, 20% of the American population, really believe? Hi, Tara S. In 2019, 328.2 million. Okay, so 328.2 multiplied by 0.2 got 65,640,000. Well, 20% is one-fifth of Americans. To 65,640,000 people really believe QAnon. That's a poll. Polls. There's a brilliant episode of Yes, Prime Minister back from the 80s where Sir Humphrey, shows Bernard how polls can be manipulated and how people answering poll questions can be manipulated. So let's have a look. It was reported 7 days ago. Oh, yeah, definitely Texas is a trouble spot. And it is going to be a trouble spot in the future. Okay, 65,640,000 people. Are there really that many people who believe the Q&A conspiracies? I'm getting it's half that. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. But Nine of Swords. Nightmares. 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. I'm not looking at this as a yes-no question. What it is that so, yes, there are some people who believe in it, who truly, truly believe in it. What I believe is closer, I think in real terms, it's probably 5%. But what I'm reading here is that people are using the QAnon conspiracies to stoke up energy here. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the Ace of Clubs, we've got the 9 of Swords. People who want to stay where they are, sitting pretty in their or in their positions of power or autonomy are using those conspiracies to stoke up energy around this and cause people to feel uneasy about the future. So they hear them. It's not necessarily that they believe them, but it causes some concern about their future and their family. It causes them to worry about their future and their family. And that they're not sure what to believe anymore. They think that maybe if there is some truth behind these conspiracies, it might offer them a better outlook. But we've got the two of one. Most of these people, it's not that they fully believe it, is that it leads them to think about their choices that they have in the future and the anxiety about that it raises anxiety. They are concerned about some of the things that QAnon raises, but not necessarily because they believe it, but because of the effect it's having. People are worried that they're going to suffer loss in the future. They're worried that about the future and the effect it's going to have on their families. People in power want to keep their position. They want to keep their power, their money, their families in a good place. They don't want to. They feel by stoking that they're going to be able to keep winning the people who stoke this and keep themselves in a position, and they don't have to retire. They don't have to lose that. But the thing is, what it is doing, it is causing people to look at alternatives. But it is also, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. It's people are fearing about the loss of resources, and it's playing on that fear. It's not that they believe it. It's just that they're worried about the future and any loss and regret. And that when they're asked, do they believe that? It's not really that they believe, it's that they're concerned about the effect of some of these things that if they were true could have. But it's being twisted. I do not believe 65,640,000 people believe the QAnon theories, even the core ones. I believe they are concerned that about the effects of some of these conspiracy theories if they turn out to be true. No, I think that's just a flat out polling lie. Okay? It is the way in which the questions are posed. Are you concerned about these theories? Yes. Oh, so if you're concerned, you must believe it. So they say, oh, well, then if they're concerned, that means they believe it. You know, that sort of thing. they might be concerned about these theories, but not for the reason they think. Will QAnon disappear? Yeah, it's playing on people's fears. Will QAnon disappear? Conflict. They're abusing their platforms to create conflict and scare families and make money and bring about an end to security. But I said, will QAnon disappear? They're actually a lot more in, this is the Four of Pentacles, they're actually feeling a lot more insecure than people think. I'll ask that question to Tara S, okay, about Trump in handcuffs. I will answer that. Emperor, the rule of law. And justice, yes. QAnon's going to disappear because the group dynamic, they're going to lose some of the people who are backing them and some support, and they can't continue to do that. We've got 3 3s here. I'm going to get my book and look at the significance of 3 3s. I think that is significant changes. Yeah, deceit, changeable circumstances. Circumstances are going to be changed for them because of the deceit and everything. Yeah. They're going to be, I think the disappearance, not so much that they're going to disappear, that they're going to be driven more underground, but they're going to have a lot of their power taken away from them. Oh, GOP don't believe in those canon conspiracies, wild heart. They take advantage of them. They know that they're all Buddha, but they take advantage of them to try and regain power. Okay, do I see Trump in handcuffs? Let's have a look. Guides at the highest truth and compassion. We can be grounded. Yeah. Yes, I see him in handcuffs in front of a judge, unable to avoid it. Yeah. Okay, I've drawn 6 cards. Queen of Swords in front of a judge. The Empress, as people will, as people want it, as the abundance of evidence. 7 of Swords, that's a no card, but it can also mean he cannot escape the criminal, the consequences of his criminal actions. It was always going to happen. Yes. And it's going to be a real surprise when it happens. It's going to be, oh, look over here. Oh, we've got him in there. People are going to think, oh, they're going to be really surprised. Yes, justice. He's going to face justice. Do I see him in jail? I see him in detention of a sort. He might even have on a bracelet in home detention, but or maybe not. Will he be in jail? Or Knight of Wands investigators, lots of work to do. This is the devil, the Knight of Wands. No, not going to be in home detention. He's going to be considered too much of a flight risk. They'll argue as ex-president, he can't be treated this way, blah, 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 blah. They might put him somewhere and, yeah, might be comfortable, but he's not going to be able to return to Mar-a-Lago or go to Bedminster or anything like that. He's going to be deemed too much of a flight risk. Any more questions, guys? I hope the new people who have joined today to watch have enjoyed it, and I hope you continue to come and join us, and that you hi Jen, Gen, hi, and Tara S, of course, yeah, hi. Will Trump lose everything? Will he lose all his assets? Oh yeah, Trump Organization, Ace of Pentacles, yes. Yeah, they still don't understand that Antifa is a concept and not an organization. It's a concept of anti-fascism. Okay, will he lose everything? I've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's a big yes. Ivana is part of this Trump mess. Not Ivanka, but Ivana, the three oldest children's mother. I'll have a read on that, yeah. 10 of Pentacles, family Trump org going down. 8 of Pentacles, yes, they are working towards it already. Assets seized. Deutsche Bank is going to get something. Oh, yeah, big, yeah. The end of a journey for them. Resolution here. Good night, Mims. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Justice, there's the Justice card. Yes, again, yeah. And Judgment, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Ivana can do anything to save her offspring. They chose what they wanted to do. But I did a reading before I started doing videos. No, it was a practice video too, on Ivana and what she knows. It was a long time ago. So I'm going to redo that reading now. Ivana, what does she know? Is she going to help bring Trump down? Use the Green Witch Tarot here, I think. Yes. I think the city of Palm Springs is going to seize Mar-a-Lago. Will these sisters be? I don't know. I think they might turn state's evidence, or they might, if they do get any convictions, it'll be like suspended sentences and all that. I can't see them going to jail. Okay, Ivana Trump. Does she know anything that can bring Trump down? Two of Pentacles. She's weighing her options here. Maybe she does. Ten of Swords. That's a no card. Thank you, Jen. Hello. Knight of Swords. That's a maybe. That's a yes. I've got two maybes. She can definitely cause chaos for Trump. The Crone. That is the Strength card. That's a clear yes. And she is very strong. She's a strong lady. The Witch, that is the Magician card. Yes, definitely she has things that can change Donald Trump's future. She knows things. She knows a lot. Page of Chalices. She can cause a lot of chaos for him. Emotional news regarded to her. She might. Okay, the Oak King. Suspension, the Lady and the Lord, the Lovers. And the King of Pentacles. She knows a lot. She knows a lot. She knows a lot about deals that he made early on. She knows a lot about, he's been doing this, hiding assets, overvaluing, undervaluing, changing the perception of what something is for a long time. Yeah, she knows a lot about him. She knows a lot. She knows a lot that can help bring him down. The question is, will she turn on him? Night, Teresa, Judy. Please know that our thoughts are with you and your sister about the 18-year-old cat, and that we are just sending you love and support. Whatever you decide to do will be the right thing for him, but don't be surprised if he's not quite ready to let go of you in one way or another, okay? Yes, a mother is a lioness and she loves her children. Tiffany is not as caught up in things as the others because of her mother. And she sort of told Tiffany, it's up to you now. After a certain point, it's up to you now to decide how far you want to go with your father and this and that, and how far you want to get involved. But she brought her up differently and gave her a different set of values, and then she knows that it's up to Tiffany now what she does. So Tiffany will be interesting to watch for the next few years. Okay. Will Ivana flip on Trump? Four of Pentacles. She is worried about her children's security, but she also knows that her children are adults. Oh, yeah, she knows a lot. She was part of that world. Ace of Pentacles. That's yes. It's the Ace of Pentacles. That's yes. Five of Swords. abuse, her decision will have people turning their back on her, possibly her children. She's feeling very insecure about her relationship with her children. But the world, yes. 5 of Pentacles out in the cold. The battle wagon, the chariot. She's pretty torn about this. Nature, 15, the devil. Yes. It's not certain that she'll turn. 4 of Swords. She might, I think she's, yeah. No, I don't think she'll flip on Donald. I think she feels that if she does, that's it. She'll lose her children. And because if she flips on Donald, she'll flip on her children. And I don't think she will do that. Hi, Sandra Henderson. Remember, if you're watching later on, please remember to do a thumbs up. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Before I wrap it up. Thank you. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much for your support today, for joining me. Thank you to all the new people who joined. I really do appreciate the support you showed me, not just by turning up, by donations, which of course are always appreciated, and by encouraging others to come and see me too. Thank you. I love you all. Stay safe, stay strong, stay loving, and stay healthy. Okay, bye-bye.